Hey y'all, it's Rick here with Uncommon Communion, and happy Friday, everybody. I know I'm recording this a little bit out of order, and this is not really meant to be Saturday's post. I do plan to get to a post later today on Friday for Saturday. What I wanted to do was something a little bit special as we are reaching the end of our journey through 150 Psalms. Actually, today is Psalm number 149. It's the 149th day of the year, so those two line up. And wanted to just kind of do something a little bit different with the Psalms in anticipation of a special event, not really event, but a special post, let's say, for Saturday as we end this journey. And I tell you about what we're going to do next, right? So we're going to begin here, y'all, as we always begin, by recognizing, realizing, celebrating, and especially, I think, in the Northern Hemisphere, this is easier to do as the days get longer, the light gets greater, and we are reaching summer, which is my favorite season. We remember that we are always and everywhere in the holy presence of the more and each other. So, before we go any further, it's a great thing on the calendar today. Today is Alligator Day and Snail Day. All right, that's pretty cool. It's an important Baha'i holiday. You might know earlier this week was a very important Muslim holiday. So, lots of things to celebrate religiously this week. And today is also, and this is a weird one, I think, put a pillow on your fridge day. Yeah, put a pillow on your fridge day. I'm looking at my other screen over here. It says it's celebrated on May 29th, and it's meant to bring prosperity and good fortune, right? Apparently, there's a long history here. Something about putting into the fridge initially, not just putting it on the fridge, putting it into the fridge. Pretty amazing stuff. And lots of great things you can learn from the National Today calendar. And if you haven't checked those out, highly recommend that you check that out, nationaltoday.com. All right. We are in the home stretch on the Psalms. And I noticed something interesting as I was looking at Psalms 148 and 149, which are the two that I haven't gotten to yet. And they share something really important in common with Psalms 146, 147, 148, 149, and 150. So the last five Psalms. They all start with the same opening line, right? And therefore, it puts them into a category that, as we've gone through the Psalms, is my favorite type of Psalms. The praising God, praising Grandfather, praising Creator, right? Not just the Psalms that are, smite my enemies and, free me from the pit and those really, really despairing lamentations. I think these praise Psalms are much more useful for us. Although I don't want to discount those lamentations. There are times in life when we need to lament, like the last year and a half under this absolutely insane, cruel dictatorship that is that seems to be dying, which is good, and yet here we are, right? So there is lamentation, but I also believe, and I especially believe, that it is the praise of creation and God within creation that is so vital and, quite honestly, so necessary, right? When we see good in the world, when we see good in creation, when we see good in other people, and can see that that good is God, not just that that good is from God, but that good is God acting, incarnating in that person, in that place, in that thing, in that animal, whatever it might be, then we are much more in touch with, much more grounded, and I think just much healthier, right? So here is the opening line and the second line or second verse or follow-up thought in each of those psalms. So 146 is dance for joy before grandfather. With my whole being, I dance for joy before grandfather. 147, dance for joy before grandfather. Singing songs to the maker of life is a good thing. The way we sing and dance honors him so well. 148, dance for joy before grandfather. Praise grandfather from the world above. Praise him from high above the skies. And then 149, dance for joy before grandfather. Sing to grandfather a new song. Sing at the sacred gathering of his holy ones. And then 150, don't want to spoil the thunder. Also, guess what? Begins with dance for joy. So, yeah, pretty cool stuff, I think. And I want to read a little bit more of 148 because it gets into aspects, again, that I think are vital for us as planetary pilgrims, right? As we recognize the movement of the earth and the sun and the moon and the movement of everything through the cosmos, we recognize that God is present and God is revealed in and through everything, right? And I think this psalm gets at that. So, dance for joy before grandfather. Praise grandfather from the world above. Praise him from high above the skies. Praise him, all you spirit messengers. Praise him, all you spirit warriors. Praise him, sun and moon. Praise him, all you shining stars. Praise him, high as skies and water above the skies. Let all creation dance for joy before grandfather and all his name represents. For he sent his voice and created all things. He set them firmly in their place, never to be moved, and spoke a word that could not be changed. Praise grandfather from Mother Earth. Praise him, you fearsome sea creatures and all that swim in the depths of the sea. Praise him, lightning and hail, snow and clouds, wind and storms, all doing what they were created to do. Let every mountain and hill praise him, fruit trees and all cedar trees, all four-legged as well as bison, all creatures that crawl on the ground, and the winged ones who soar in the sky. Praise him, all chieftains of the land, all nations and rulers and council chiefs, young men and women, elders and children. Let all these dance for joy before grandfather's name, for his name is more highly honored than all other names. His beauty and shining greatness reach high above land and sky. He has lifted high a buffalo horn headdress to bring honor to his holy people, the tribes of wrestles with Creator, a people close to his heart. Dance for joy before grandfather. All right, y'all. I don't think I can top that with anything else that I could say. That was Psalm 148 in its entirety. And let that be our closing prayer and our closing exhortation, right? Dance for joy before grandfather. All right, y'all. Thank you. Blessing and good. Be bold, be well, hold fast, y'all.